It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles...
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Well, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now a third down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ernest Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise,
touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 37-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Good footwork at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Incomplete.
they're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Still fighting. Oh, a nifty juke there. There he goes, right side. This starting field position, 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Stafford. Got his man. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Here's Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Stafford looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on it, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ben Skoranek. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now, and now off to the races down the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Being chased out left. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right in this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's got some. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 83 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Pat Surtain. Eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Pushes past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go back to the ground with Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The kick by Maher is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down 27-24. 1:17 remains. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And that's caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing now is Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Rams have won the game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, The lungs expand. You go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.